Hello everyone, welcome to StoneBlock 2, presented by Feed the Beast. We're back, ladies and gentlemen, and I apologize it took so long, but I was trying to debate on what I wanted to do. I actually had another pack that I was contemplating doing, and unfortunately it's kind of in a beta state right now, so it doesn't really look like something suitable to actually really do a series on at the moment, because it seems like some of the things are kind of like breaking and worlds are getting destroyed, etc, etc. But anyways, before we jump right in, I'm going to go ahead and point out that I am indeed going to be using a resource pack for this. I know some people don't really care for resource packs, some people prefer default, some actually prefer better looking resource packs, I understand, but I'm going to be using Faithful 32, one of my favorite resource packs. You can download this from F32, just type it in your browser like so, .me. So instead of all this crap, just put in .me. So there you go, and you can download that. I'll put a link in the description. I always make sure to let you guys know what resource pack I'm going to be using for the series and the very first episode. So if I get any comments about this later on, I'll just let you guys know. Go watch the very first episode. It tells you right there. Or I'll just, maybe just tell you. But anyways, let's jump right in. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys real quick that I have actually played the very first StoneBlock. Now, I'm pretty sure you don't have to really do anything here. Don't click anything. Just create yourself a brand new world. We're playing now in Bentley's StoneBlock. I don't know why everything's so small. I have a feeling there's... Did I change my GUI scale? I wonder. I'm actually partially curious now. I might have to go back and look. But anyways, StoneBlock is very awesome. I actually played through the very first one on stream. I didn't necessarily complete the 100% of it, but I did we'll just go ahead and say a good 90% of it. And I had a lot of fun with it, and I was really enjoying how different StoneBlock actually was. Now, it looks to me, this actually does not look like Faithful 32 is being registered inside of this, so something is definitely kind of weird. I'm not sure. Maybe... Huh. Does that look like Faithful 32 to you guys? That does not look like Faithful 32. Unless this is a completely different stone. The apple doesn't even look... I don't know, maybe I'm just completely used to it. Anyways, you start out with a pet rock. I'm actually not going to use that right now. Stonium, use the tame pet rock, and crafting rock kibble. Alright, so we're going to hold that aside. We got ourselves some apples as well, and a quest book. The quest book is going to go ahead and run the, I believe this is FTB Quests mod, which is very awesome. I actually like the setup of it a little bit, and it's going to run through a good chunk of different other things. Now, it's going to start us off right here, saying the building block of life. We're going to jump right in. We're going to click on that. Pebbles are gained by breaking stone with an empty hand. So you can throw them and everything. So I'm just going to go ahead and start breaking off a bunch of little things inside of here. Now, as you can see, that doesn't work anymore. So we need to go ahead and swamp that back through. And StoneBlock is pretty interesting. Now, getting started in this is not necessarily too hard. It just takes a second. So we got a good minute to just sit here and chatty chat. All that good stuff. Now, unfortunately, like I said, I'm going to have to figure out what's going on with the resource pack. It seems like something isn't loading, maybe? I'm not sure, unless this is just a different type of stone, but the top says it's from Minecraft, it's stone, and it actually looks like it has the correct texture at the top on Wayla, but for some reason, it does not show in the world. That's interesting. I'm going to have to figure that one out. I'm going to have to see what's going on with that. In fact, there's kind of a few things. If you look at my hunger bar, the saturation meter looks fine. The hunger bar itself, with a little meat sickles on it, actually does not look fine. I don't know. The text is fine. That's right. I'm just going to go ahead and turn this up just a wee bit. There we go. That sounds better. So anyways, StoneBlock starts you off. If you guys have never played StoneBlock before, the first one or the second one, I'll give you guys a little bit of a quick rundown on what StoneBlock is about. We're just going to go ahead and gather a little bit more of these because I know we're going to need them for the next quest or so. But anyways, StoneBlock, instead, imagine this. Imagine a sky block where you just start out with nothing. And instead, let's just polar opposite that and just start you in a world just filled with stone instead of air. Yeah, I know, it's pretty kind of a lame, you know, explanation, but basically that's what it is. It's a world just filled with complete stone all around you. Above you, in the first one, was a layer of lava, and below you was no bedrock, and you just fell into the void. This one I think is a little bit different in a sense, but we'll figure that one out very soon. So let's go ahead and do that. We can get ourselves a random reward. We got a Signalum conversion kit. Alright, not too bad, not too bad. Pebbles are obtained. This is our next one. We need to combine 4 pebbles into cobblestone, and it wants 12 of them. But there you go. We got 17. Booyah. Random reward obtained. We got ourselves 4 64 ME storage components. Alright, so the rewards in this are pretty generous, as you can tell. We're going to want to make this little guy right here. It's like a regular chest, but made of cobblestone. But we're going to want to make ourselves a crafting table. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. We're going to place this guy right down here. Looks just like a regular crafting table. And the cool thing is, I'm pretty sure it retains its inventory, kind of like a tinker's one. And it even renders out the items really cool in a 3D rotation like that. That's pretty sweet. I like it a lot. If I'm not mistaken, I think we need to do this like so. And there we go. That'll make us a cobblestone chest. So this is going to give us 2 little rewards we can go ahead and grab. There's one. We got ourselves a cobblestone generator. Holy jeez. How beautiful. There you go. Start producing me some cobble then. Make my life easier. Holy good jeez. Alright then. There we go. We got a reinforced conversion kit. My goodness. We are just getting not too bad here. So craft a stone hammer. Alright, so stone hammer is pretty easy to achieve here. All we need to do is make a little bit of some stone rods, just like you would from Tinkers, and then you just go ahead and make yourself a stone hammer. Pretty simple. And now we just start working on clearing out the remainder of this. Trying to make this look a little bit nicer and clean it up a bit. This is going to yield us our cobblestone a lot faster than us punching it with our hands. So this pack is pretty cool in the sense that you do start off in a very, it can be very creative in the hands of the right people, just like a void world in a sense. So you can literally start off in, oh, that actually gives off a little bit of light. That's really cool. So you can actually start off in a very, very small room like this and create something extraordinary. I did something really awesome when I played through the first StoneBlock on my stream, and it made it like a really cool, like, cavern-like area. Now, I'm not sure if we have, do we have, oh, we do have vein miners. So it's set up, and it looks like we also have morph, by the way. So you hold the tilde key, grave key, whatever you want to call it, and as you can see, we get the morph menu. So once we kill something, we can actually do that, but holding it also allows you to enter using your vein miner, or ore excavation, whatever you want to call it. So we just keep doing that until we get ourselves some dirt, and there we go. We got ourselves dirt. And the dirt doesn't even look right, so I'm going to have to figure out what's up with the resource pack. So in the first episode, we're going to figure that we're probably going to end up just having default textures. I'll try to figure out about the resource pack after the episode. We got a phantom face. We got 6 phantom faces. Interesting. Very cool. All right, so we are on large. Cool. That's pretty neat. I like that. All right, next up, we need a crook, which I believe is like so. And we're going to have to do with this. I do believe we take the crook and we use it on crafted stone hammer. Oh, this one. Can be used on dirt to get any vanilla sampling. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and finish off placing down the last few pieces of cobblestone we have here. We're going to vein mine those into some gravel. And we're just going to take like, I don't know, 9 of them. And we're going to go ahead and vein mine those back into some dirt. And we'll take this dirt, we'll do about 9 of these, and use our stone crook on them. This is going to give us a bunch of different saplings, and hopefully something not too bad. We got some dark oak. We actually got 4 dark oak. Oh my goodness, that is beautiful. We can use dark oak right off the bat, but we also got some spruce, which is really nice, and jungle. You can see we are getting ourselves a good chunk of some items here, which is beautiful. We can go ahead and make us some more of these stone chests, which is great. I'm just going to go ahead and do that real quick. We're going to go ahead and make us 3 of those bad boys, and we're going to set them up like so. Oh my gosh, they actually work as a double chest even. Well, look at that. That's pretty awesome. I like that feature. That's cool. Alright, so there we go. We got ourselves some saplings. Where did I put the other ones? I put them in there. Let's put those back in there. I'm going to go ahead and use spruce. Usually apple's pretty good because, you know, apple. But yeah, alright, cool. I got a macro set up on my keyboard that allows me to push a button, hold it, and I don't have to keep, you don't have to keep hearing me push that weird, you know, clickety clack, clack, clack. So I got that set up. I also got some other things set up for like Botania and stuff. I don't think it will work in this because of, you know, like garden of glass. This may not even grow in here, so we might have to try to go for an oak. Let's go ahead and do that. Actually, let's test to see if that's actually true. I want to see something. Is this set up? Okay, good. No pebbles. Okay. Figured I'd give it a shot. Are there any? Well, there's birch. We can do birch. Birch would probably grow in here. All right. Gotta love macros, and allows me have a chance to have a little sip of coffee. Right as I'm drinking my coffee even. There we go. And we got some birch. We can use our stone crook on the tree now. Don't use the hammer. I think it actually turns it into dust. Yes, it does indeed, which is not the worst thing in the world. You can actually use that a little bit later on, I do believe, to make paper pretty simply. So we just need to remember to do that. But we got ourselves a little bit of wood. We need to get some more. Granted, I would not mind to see about trying to get oak, because the oak is also going to give us some other better drops. I'm actually a little curious. Do we have the thing that does? Oh, I do. Interesting. Show you guys a little bit of a trick that I've been doing on Project Ozone 3, holding shift and then K on this, and your crafting square will give you your compressed cobblestone. That's pretty awesome. Now here's what I'm actually curious about, if this still works like it does in Project Ozone, where we can go ahead and use ore excavation on this, and if this will give us compressed gravel. The way this is breaking, I don't think it will. And it did not. Okay, well, figured I would give it a try, because why not? Worth a shot, right? So there we go. Not too bad. Let's go ahead and place these back down. Let's see if we can get that oak tree. Might as well give it a shot. Oh, darn it. Well, we're going to need sand in a minute anyway. We are going to need sand, don't worry. We will need that. Let's try not to mess this up and derp too bad. There we go. That is not what I wanted. Well, darn. Let's keep trying. We do have the birch. The birch would be fine. It would work just all right. But like I said, the oak is kind of nice early on because it does give us a chance to get some beautiful, beautiful oak and apples. And the oak is nice. It kind of goes well with the stone, in my opinion. But so do some of the other trees as well. But anyways, I digress. We kind of want it for the apples more or less than anything. And hopefully we can try to get that. So there we go. That should be it. We got some oak. Beautiful. And plenty of other little things. All right, so let's go ahead and get rid of that. And let's start getting our tree up and running. Wonder if we can make stone tools. So you can get like a pretty decent, good start here. Now I got another one of these. I'm actually going to go ahead and utilize our silkworms on this nice big tree here. We're going to put one on either side, and that's going to quickly go ahead and start running through doing that. Next up, let's go ahead and take a look at what we got here. So we got this. I think this is quick complete. We need 16 of any wood, and then afterwards we're going to start working on getting into Tinker's Construct, silk, and, well, we got a whole bunch of other things. You can see we already got our cobblestone generator, which we'll be able to upgrade probably very soon, and start getting into some of the other little things. Oh my goodness. Is this really going to take forever? Oh my goodness, we got some more. Yeah, look at that. So I guess this is working. Let's go ahead and make a good use of our time. Let's kind of open the compressed cobble trick would actually worked. That would have been really nice. But we're just going to go ahead and place those guys down. Convert these guys into a little bit of gravel. Go ahead and put the gravel away. Let's go ahead and do a little bit more. Probably going to want to get some more dirt. We're going to want some more sand. We're going to probably want some dust. etc., etc. So let's just go ahead and make up what we can real quick, just like so, while our tree is doing its thing. That is what we're going to be using, and how we're going to get string, basically, is by just letting the tree convert itself like so, and it looks like it is indeed done. We even got ourselves an apple up there, which is awesome. All right, so let's see. Come on, stupid mouse. I'm not really sure what's going on with the resource pack, though. That is extremely weird to me. I don't really know why it's doing that. It's very, very weird. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and vein mine these guys here. It's going to give us all this string. Looks like we got 1 apple, which is great because we need a little bit of food. That is not a lot of food. We need more wood. All right, so let's go ahead and try to quickly get through this real quick. And let's see. Boop, boop, boo, doo, doo, doo. The cobblestone is going to be extremely helpful. That's for certain. But as far as like food's concerned, we're definitely going to want to try to get this kind of fixed up relatively quickly. So let's go ahead and grab a little bit of something. I'm going to give something a try here. So let's go ahead and put down a furnace right here. We're going to go and plump in 1 piece of this, and the apples indeed do cook. This will give us a lot more of saturation and hunger from doing all this, which is great. Now I'll only put 1 piece of wood in there, which is completely fine. Yeah, there's probably better, more efficient stuff, but this is StoneBlock, guys. We got Project E in this. We got a whole bunch of craziness. I don't see this being an issue for us whatsoever. So I just kind of play and do as I do now at this point. Been doing Minecraft for so long, I kind of know most of the things that is efficient, and I mean, I don't know 100% of all of the most efficient things. I know a lot of people get super in-depth with it, but I know I've gotten pretty in-depth with some things, but at this point, it doesn't really matter, especially in a pack like this. I don't think we're going to hurt from it too much. But there we go. We got plenty. To appease you guys, I want to show you guys this little trick. I love doing that. And that does kind of help with that, though. So that is kind of fun. I know I'm like, oh my goodness. I don't like being efficient. And then I literally just start becoming more efficient. I get it. I understand. All right, what do we get? Simple alloy smelter. Wow. What a reward, right? And then we also got, from this one, we got ourselves an advanced item collector. These rewards, the crook gave us an auto sifter. All right, so I actually have tried this out a little bit, and this thing is a little wonky at times, so beware. Unless I'm just completely using it wrong. So we also got the mining dimension. Visit the mining dimension. The overworld has no ores. It's only entirely made of stone. The only way to find ores is to dig up and find... Alright, hold on. To dig your way up to the top of the overworld and be teleported to the mining dimension that is full of ores. See JEI to find out the Y levels of ores that they generate at. Okay, so if we get to the mining dimension that way, how do we get back? That's my question. How do we get back? It didn't say anything about coming home. That's fine and all. Let's go ahead and start working towards this. This wants us to make this a string mesh, which I do believe is this recipe, like so. And we're also going to go ahead and need to make, I believe, a little bit of this. We're going to need some more of those, and probably a good chunk of those. And then we just type in, oops, always get that mixed up. A good old sieve. Oh, and we got the heavy sieve, so we got to compress them. That is nice. Okay, that makes more sense as to why the whole compression thing didn't quite work out earlier. That's awesome. Okay, so now I understand. There we go. So, random reward given to us, and we got an Invar hammer. That's actually not a bad thing. This allows us to start off pretty simply, because we can just use this to not only get cobblestone, which we already got plenty of, because we have a cobble gen already, but we can make really nice 3x3 tunnels, and could use this for mining as well, which is really, really cool. That's not bad at all. That's a nice little reward. I can dig that. Let's go ahead and cook up like 2 of those for reasons in just a moment. So now we can actually start getting into making some actual chests, which is pretty awesome. And see, look at that. There's the resource. I don't get it. There's the resource pack. It's right there. You see that? That's faithful working for you right there. I don't understand why, for some reason, it's just working just fine on this. It's so weird. That is so weird. So we're just gonna run through and do the Tinker's things real quick. There we go. That's the Tinker's stuff right there for the most part. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. It's pretty much got everything. Let's get our random reward. We got ourselves the ultimate furnace. Oh my gosh. Wow, this pack definitely wants you to get to the end game extremely quickly. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna put 2 in there and just show you guys how quickly that just goes through a whole stack. Oh my gosh. It's just like, I mean, might as well get some stone going, right? Could make it look really fancy schmancy. 1 plank did over 2 stacks in less than a minute. Less than like 20 seconds, in fact. The rewards in this are insane. You can get extremely lucky, or, well, not. So it's a pretty fun pack, especially like just to kind of start out. If you don't like what you did or how something turned out in the beginning, you can literally just start over and see if you get a better luck next time kind of thing. So it's pretty nice. It's pretty interesting. We got extremely lucky, I feel. I'm just going to point out, I really think we got extremely lucky here, starting off. Yeah, I'm going to say we did. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and do the next part here, which is a oak crucible. We're going to go ahead and plop that dude down. We got a little bit of charcoal here, which is wonderful. This is going to provide me a little bit of light, which we can also use mini torches as well, but I think they do kind of like half the amount of light as pretty much other torches anyway, so I'm not going to really worry about it too much. But there we go. We need to get some better tools up and running, but let's see what our reward is for doing the Crucible. What did we get? We got ourselves a spawner changer. Interesting. Is an item that can be used to manipulate the mobs that spawners spawn. Oh my gosh. Holy jeez. So just going through and doing these quests is literally not a bad thing. All we got to do on this thing is just get a little bit of clay. Pretty simple. I'm pretty sure we can just get some shears by using some wood. In doing so, we got our Crucible made. Let's go ahead and pop down another sapling. And let's go ahead and use the little bit of macro, if you guys have one. It's always nice. And use the shears on the leaves. Putting the leaves inside of our Crucible is going to start slowly producing us a little bit of water. From there, we're going to go ahead and take up a little bit of the sand. 3 pieces of them. Pop them inside of here because why not? Because it's so fast, we're going to make up some glass bottles. We're also going to make another little barrel. We're going to make an oak barrel this time around. I don't think the book actually told us to make this, but this is something I do think we are indeed going to need. I think we could do it inside of that, but I like to have that one as well. I'm just kind of used to it. So basically, we are at peak efficiency, a heavy oak sieve. All right. I'm game. Let's see what we get. I'm already down into this super well. Like, I want to see what I get. So let's type in heavy. And let's see. Here is our heavy oak sieve. Pretty simple to make. Just need a little bit of wood. And there we go. We got ourselves a heavy oak sieve. I'm just placing the stuff down. We're going to make things look pretty as always here very soon. But I'm just kind of enjoying getting our random stuff. There we go. Don't even need the torches anymore. We got a torch launcher. Boom. Boom. That's pretty awesome right there. I like it. All right, so now we're slowly starting to get to a point here where the end, but not really. We're kind of slowly getting to a point here where things are starting to slow down just a wee tad bit. As you can see, our Crucible here is slowly but surely almost done. Can't really take anything out of this, so we might not be able to use the glass bottles on this. Might just have to do it directly inside of this. We'll see. It depends. Might have to be a full thing of water for it to actually work. We got cobblestone being generated. We got stone. We got a whole bunch of goodies. Well, let's see what else we can actually maybe do. Yeah, I think this is pretty much where we're going to have to be heading to because we're not going to be able to really get that done. Maybe, just maybe, actually. Hold on a minute. Let's try something. Let's go ahead and Shift K on that. And do we need a let's see, mesh. Do we need a heavy mesh for this, or does it just take any mesh? I think it takes any mesh. I don't know what mod adds the Shift K thing that actually allows you to go through and do all of that. I'm not really sure. But it is really useful, especially for like compressing cobblestone easy early game. Really kind of helps speed things up. So there we go. That's not bad. You can actually do it on the ore as well. So you just do that and boom. Iron ore chunk. Easy peasy. 2 iron ingots. Done. Alright, so there we go. Water is completed. We can't do nothing with that. So let's go ahead and pull out a little bit of this sand here. We're going to grab like 12 pieces. We're going to go ahead and knock this down on the ground like so. And we're going to go ahead and quickly make up another hammer. Actually, I need a little bit more cobblestone. It's always good to hold on to some cobblestone anyway. So there we go. So you can use either or to go ahead and make your hammer. Either stone rods or actual wood, does not matter. Convert this down into a little bit of dust and boom. There we go. That works that way too. Look at that. And we got ourselves our very first little bit of clay. Now we're going to go ahead and do that. And while that does that, let's go ahead and convert this down into some clay balls. We're going to go ahead and use our very first little bit to make an unfired clay bucket. With this unfired clay bucket, we're going to use this to make us a nice water source. So let's just go ahead and do that. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Yeah, I thought it was the other hammer. That's fine. This will be fine. I'm going to set us up a small little water source right over here. And while we're waiting for that to finish up, let's go ahead and take a look at this. Our random reward. What did we get? 8 blank lotus. Wow. You know, they weren't really kidding about some of these rewards. I actually did a quick test, and I think the third or fourth reward that I got out of this, out of like one of the first rewards in the book, was a draconic evolution chest. Yeah. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. We got an ultimate furnace. We got a cobblestone generator starting out. We got some really, really good things here. I don't think we're going to have too much issues getting ourselves started and jumping along through this. Now, this is going to take a minute to kind of get through, but we do want the infinite water source. It is going to help us out a lot with some of our beginning stuff. So let's go ahead and take a look. Let's see. So that is what we need for the next reward. We could just go ahead and visit the mining dimension real quick, and I think that might be a good way to just kind of see real quick about what's left to do. So let's go ahead and just kind of do something real quick. And what's our Y level? Our Y level is about 92. I don't know how far up we actually have to go, but I'm going to go ahead and do this. Do I really want to do that? Maybe we'll just do a stair. We'll finish off making a nice little stair up to the mining dimension. It would be nice if we had step assist as well. I don't like the one in vanilla Minecraft. That's horrible. That's not step assist. That's just auto jump. There's a big difference. Still uses hunger. Step assist, no hunger. I'm gonna have to do it on the backside. Yeah, like that. But the mining dimension is going to be nice. It's going to allow us to get some resources. We don't have to use sifting too much if we don't wish to. My issue is I am a little worried about how to get back. That is a kind of a question. I'm actually not sure where the mining dimension actually shoots you off at. I would imagine it does it at like Y level 200, so, or maybe even build limit. So I may not even worry about doing this yet. We might hold off. Let me read real quick. What does this actually say? The world of the ores. The only way to find ores is to dig your way to the top of the overworld. Yeah, okay. So it's at the top of the overworld, which tells me that that's a ways up. So I'm going to do that a little bit later on. Let's go ahead and utilize this bucket here. We got ourselves our very first little piece of that. And we'll wait a second, come back in just a quick moment, and wait till this is done. So I'll see you guys back in just a quick second. Alright guys, and our water is done. I also in the meantime went ahead and made up a little bit of dust. The reason for this is because we are going to need this in order to make ourselves some more clay. Now we aren't going to need a whole bunch of clay for this next quest. Literally we only need 2 blocks, but I'm going to go ahead and do that for now. And we're going to go ahead and shift K on this. We're going to get some compressed dust. We're going to use this in our heavy oak sieve real quick because this also yields us a chance at getting some bone meal. There we go. Very nice. Now I think this actually is not as great, but we do need at least 7 of these. Can I get 7, please? I got 5. I got 5. Not as good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and convert these last 27 pieces of sand down. And we're going to go ahead and try real quick again for a little bit more. Alright guys, I'm going to try something real quick. So I went ahead and made some more dust dump and everything. We got a little bit of bone meal. I did see some and I was like, well, why not? Let's upgrade our flint stiffened mesh. Let's take a quick little peek here. So a regular mesh here. This is just a regular string mesh inside of our heavy sieve. If we can see, compressed dust gives us a 10% chance. Flint gives us, on compressed dust, a 15% chance. Much better. Not by a lot, but easy way to get a little bit is just taking some gravel, 3x3, doesn't matter the shape, it doesn't really, I think it just, any way you want, just 3 gravel pretty much makes you a piece of flint. So there you go, and flint stiffened mesh right there. Let's give this a shot real quick, and yeah. Come on, give me the stuff. That's all I really need. 8. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's exactly what we're looking for. Let's do this. Alright, so there we go. And then a little bit of dust. We're good. Oh, and we also got some crushed black quartz. Very nice. So we only need 7 of these guys. So I'm just going to leave that one there. And do not cook these up just yet. You need to shape them into an unfired crucible. This is for the quest. Seeing how we actually have like a cobble gem. It's not really needed because this is kind of what you need for cobble gem. But you can also use this to produce yourself some lava. So there we go. We got ourselves our very last quest for the day. I think that was pretty awesome. And we got ourselves, as a reward, 2 ender tanks. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to clean up my my inventory. I'll probably get us some more stuff crushed down. But I think that is a very good start to an episode inside of StoneBlock 2. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the very first episode. We got pretty lucky, I think, in some aspects, but we got pretty far into our quest line here for today, and we're going to continue working on this here very, very soon. Actually, you know what we can do? I don't really want to mine that with that, but I wonder if we could iron level. Dang it. If we pick this up, we can actually do something here. Let's see. Do it like this. There we go. See, that wasn't as bad. I don't want to break the chest there, but there we go. We got our very first cobblestone generator. We got to that in the first episode, and we got a forge lexicon. Converts items to the equivalent form. Definitely probably one of the worst ones we've gotten so far. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode of StoneBlock 2. If you guys did, be sure to hit that like button. It helps me out. Lets me know you guys are enjoying the series. If you guys have any helpful tips, tricks, or comments, feel free to put them in the comment section down below. Be sure to check the description as well for some really cool links to my Twitter, to my Twitch, where I live stream every single night. Tonight, I'll be streaming some Project Ozone 3. But, you know, if you guys are watching this a lot later on in the past, more than likely you probably won't be able to see Project Ozone because I'm probably already either done with it, depending on how far you are in the future. We'll see. Anyways, always a good idea to follow and check over there on Twitch as well, if you guys want to see some more of me in the evenings and all that great stuff. But anyways, that's it for me. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Until then, goodbye.